Okay, so before we go into start show what a yarn and you're gonna need it and how much yarn you're gonna use, what tools we're gonna use. So let me show you real quick. This is the hat that we are going to make together in this tutorial. This one is I want to say is a bigger size because I make a bigger size in the squares. Okay, the squares that's because I did 1, 2, 3, 4 repetitions. Okay, and I did is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 squares. Okay, and so the the circle right here is an options whatever size you're gonna do. This the size of the circle we gonna crochet together is for an adult. So now for a child, you can measure the size for the child and you can stop in any rounds, but this one is for only for an adult. Okay, so for this hat right here, I did the same thing, the same squares. The only I did less, it was the round for the granny squares. You can see it's 1, 2 and 3. Okay, if you want to do for a child squares, I recommend and do only 4 squares, granny squares, like this. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. The same thing you're gonna do. The same thing is in the tutorial. The only you're gonna do less is less the squares. So instead you doing 5, you can do in 4. Okay, and measure it in the child head, and you can see it's not. Don't make them like too tight because when you're gonna see in the tutorial why. But yes, so if you want for this size right here, this is a small, the one we're gonna do it. If you wanna make in this size, it's the same squares. The only one is the round for the granny squares. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3. And if you do 4, you're gonna do only 3. And that's the only way you can make in this one. This small size. I made this one bigger because when I'm outside, I like to put my hair up. So it's plenty room in this one, and you can see, look, see there's a bigger because I did in the tutorial, I did one. You can see in the square, 1, 2, 3. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. And this one right here is only 1, 2, 3. So the only difference is the squares, how many rounds that you do, but everything in this hat and this one, that's the same thing. Okay, so hopefully you like this tutorial and you make it. If you like to share your picture with me, my Instagram and my Facebook and my email is in the description box below. Okay, so hopefully if you have any questions, just ask me and I will answer to you. But everything is the same thing in this one and the what we're gonna make today. This one right here. The difference is the round squares. Okay, so see you in a minute, y'all. This is the yarn we are going to use for this project and for the hat and for the granny square hat, and I'm going to use 2 of these in this color. This is peaches and cream. All this right here is peaches and cream, and you can see different colors that can be matched with this one right here. You see they have purples, blues, yellows, and this is an option. It's up to you. You want to use the colors this in here, you can. If it's not, just you can pick 1 or 2 colors, but this one I'm going to use for the for making the granny squares, and this is the name for this one. It really pretty. You can see the colors. I mean, this, I love the whole match. Look, let me take in this one. You can see the colors. That is so pretty. I love it. And this one is 100% cotton. And this is the one I really recommended for making this hat. And the size number 4. And I'm going to use 5mm crochet hook. This is the clover. This is the one I'm going to use today. And you're going to need a needle, and a pair of scissors. So this is what we're going to need, and let's go start. So we're gonna need two of these. And now it just depends how big the head you're gonna make, and you're gonna make for a girl, you know, you're gonna need only one. So let's start it. Let me find the center. Okay, let me take in this, and I know. Okay, so we are going to start with the magic circle. So this is the way. Let me put my camera more right here. There we go. Okay, so this is the way. Oops, sorry, yeah. So this is the way I'm going to put my yarn, hold it like this way, okay, and wrap one time. And so now we are going to kind of cross. You can see cross like this and coming in this way, and the top to the other one. So, and put your hooks inside, bring in, twist, you see, twist, hold it, and bring in the yarn in the top of the hook and put it through. There we go. Okay, don't making the don't let the hook get so the hole right here, the circle too big. Okay, we're gonna chain 1, 2, and 3. We are going to make the original and simple and quick granny squares. Okay, and this I want to show you how you can make it. But if you already know how you can make a regular granny squares, well, you know, you already know how you can do that. But we're gonna chain 3, okay, and wrap your yarn, and we are going to do 8, 3. Okay, we're gonna make 3 double crochet. Okay, we start with the 3 change, and this we had 3. Now we're gonna chain 1 and 2. Okay, let me get the yarn. Okay, look at how this yarn has been changed. So this is easy. I show you this way with this yarn because you know you can do like a get 5 different colors, and you can make one round with the one color, another round with the other color. But this one, I love this idea. So we did 3 doubles, okay, and 2 change. Wrap your yarn, and we are going to do another 3 doubles crochet. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, chain 1, chain 2. Again, we are going to repeat this one 2 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 doubles, and chain 1 and 2. Another 3 doubles. Okay, 1 and 2. I really love. You can find this yarn in Walmart. This is what I find this yarn, but hopefully you can look in Michael's or Joann's, and yeah. Okay, so I finished 3, and I chained 2, and I'm going to go in the top right here, this one right here, and do a slip stitch. There you go. So you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to do a slip stitch. This is the way I do. You can do your own way, how you can go to the next and making the other 3 doubles in here between these 2 right here. Okay, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. Wrap your yarn, and 1, 2 doubles, and 3. Right here we are going to do 1 and 2. Okay, and another one double, 2 doubles, and 3 doubles. Okay, and here we're going to chain 1 and go to the next right here. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and chain 1 and 2 and go to the next, continue and doing another 3 double crochet. This is the easy and simple granny squares, and chain 1. Okay, you have to make sure you have, and this right here you have three doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, and chain 1, and like that, and keep going and repeat this one and add to the end. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm at the end and I'm gonna do the same thing. Put a my hook right here in the top, and I'm gonna do a slip stitch. Remember, at the chain 1. Okay, and now we are gonna slip stitch to the next. Okay, and go to the next. The same thing we did right here, we are going to repeat one more time. Okay, so okay, let's do the same thing. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me get my yarn, and 2, 3 doubles, chain 1 and 2. Okay, 1, 2 doubles, 3 doubles. Okay, and chain 1, and right here, okay, we are going to do 3 doubles, because remember we had the chain right here, the separation, this one and this one, so we're going to do 3 doubles in here. Okay, 2 and 3, chain 1, go to the corner, and the corner, the same thing you did right here, you're going to do it. So keep going. Remember, right here you're going to do 3 doubles in here and 2 doubles between, in this side and this side, with the 2 change, and right here one and another one with the same thing. Okay, and keep going, and I'll meet you at the end, this part right here. Okay, so I'm at the end. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to slip stitch right here, this part right here. Okay, there we go, and I'm going to do a slip stitch, going to the middle, and chain 1, 2 and 3, and we are going to repeat the same thing, but now you're going to do more than this in this part right here. So let me show you. 3, change 1 double and 3 doubles. Okay, so chain 2, 1, 2 and 3 doubles, chain 1, go right here, you're going to do 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1 and 2, 3 doubles. Okay, this is what we're going to do this round. This is the size, the square I use for my crochet, my summer hat, and it was turned so really nice. I love it the way is, I mean, what you see in the picture is amazing. But in this tutorial, I found this yarn and I say, you know what, this yarn it will be so amazing. Okay, so 1, chain 1, and there I go, and chain 2. So the same thing we did here, we're gonna do in each corner, and on the sides, this part right here, we put it in right here on the table. Okay, keep going, and I'll meet you at the end, and this part right here. Okay, so You see this, the granny squares is already completely. Now if you want to for a girl, I really recommend it do only one, two, three rounds. And this is the size for an adult. But if you want to make them for a little girl, you know, for a kids, I'm gonna recommend it one, two, three, only three rounds. Okay, now we're going to chain one and finish with the slip stitch right here. Now in here, before we finish, in here you can continue, okay, because we are going to make a um we are going to, I'm sorry, we're gonna make in all this right here a single crochet around one time only. Okay, and now you here you can change the colors, or you like to continue with the same, you can. But I'm going to change. See, this is what I say, you can choose, you know, your yarn that you have, and, you know, your stash yarn and cotton you have, you can use it. I can put it the all the colors that I like, maybe like pink. I'm gonna use pink, or I can use blue. This is an option. Okay, that's a necessity you. Um, but I'm gonna use blue. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Okay, you're going to cut the yarn because we finished with this one with these squares. Okay, you don't have to be so long. Okay, right here, and this is what we are going to do. Okay, and put it in here. Oh, sorry, I don't know what I did that one. Okay, so I'm going to bring the yarn right here, okay, in here, and hold it and put this through, put it like this, and execute the yarn that you just put in there. Okay, now in here you're going to do a slip stitch. Okay, if you want to start in here, but that's not the reason. Okay, that's not the occasion. We are going to chain one. Okay, let me try and get it. Chain one and try to put this. Okay, there you go. Now into the next, you are going to do one single, and here you're going to do three single. Here's one, two, and three single in each corner. Go to the next hole right here. Here's the next one. You're going to go to the next. Okay, put this back in here. Okay, and here you're going to do one single, and here you're going to go put another one, and to the next another one. And here, this is a fun hat because you can see a lot of color. You're not gonna put nothing in here, okay? Not in here. Going to the next, this part right here, okay? And keep going. Remember, in the corner, you're going to do three singles. Here's one, and two, and three, and keep going. And I'll meet you at the end, this part right here. Okay, so I'm at the end that I've been doing the single crochet around the square. Okay, and I'm going to finish with the slip stitch. Let me cut it and finish. There we go. So this is the square. Okay, you are going to create it. Now I recommend them before you finish your squares. Okay, just try to hide the extra yarn that you have, and so that way that's gonna be more easy to put it together, the squares, the next step. Okay, so we don't have to be some in a specific, just trying the yarn, get it, you don't have the extra yarn. So after you done these the squares, okay, oops, um you are going to create it 4 more, okay, four more of these squares. That's what you need to, you need 5 total. If you see, I have to hide this extra yarn, okay. If you see, I have some in these colors, some in pink, some in yellow, and purple. You can do in just around the single crochet. You can do in the same colors like this one or whatever. There's an options. There's an up to you. Okay. So total you're gonna make in 5, and when you're done, so when you have your 5 squares, so you are ready for the next step. Okay. So you can pause the video, and when you finish your 5 squares, and I'm gonna tell you what is the next step. Okay. Okay, so when you already get the hide your yarn and everything, okay, so the next step, now you can choose any colors like I told you. We have well, I have these colors right here, and I got the blue, and I added this one because this one you can see they have some teal right here. So but I'm going to pick the fuchsia pink, okay, and this is what we're gonna do. Okay, um you're going to get to 2 squares like this together. Now it is so hard for you um to keep the squares in one position. I got these little clips right here, and I just, there's just an option, okay, and so they can stay still in one area, like no move, because sometimes, for some people it's kind of a little hard to keep, you know uh, your project still. I'm telling you, sometimes mine is just like, you know so I'm gonna get the yarn. I'm gonna put the hook right here. Okay, so what we're going to work, you see these two right here, right, these two little kind of division between these two. We are not going to work like this, both all both sides together. Okay, we only want to work in this one, okay, and to the next one, okay, only these two. So what is in the back right here, and what is in this part right here, we're not going to touch it. Okay, so for the first, we are going to get these two first, okay, and let me bring the yarn and do it this way, okay, and put it through. Now I'm going to the next two right here, okay, and bring the yarn. The first one right here, we are going to try to make both together so they can be more secure and strong when we working to the next step. Okay, so now, and this is what we're gonna do. Not in here, we are going to work this part right here, the one is in the middle, you can see, and the other one, and put it through and put it through. So we're gonna do like a kind of like a slip stitch, okay, and go to the next and a slip stitch, and go to the next, okay, and I'm going in this part right here, okay, and bring it to right here, okay. So now I took this out because it's already, I already got it, and in some projects just I need it. So like this, and bring it back and put it through and to the next. Okay, and to the next. So you remember we have this one out. Okay, that's what we want, leaving that out, and go to the next. And let me do it this way and go to the next. Oops. Sometimes that's not easy, and especially when you're recording. Okay, bring it out to the next. And you can use any colors you want to make in this, and only 2 colors you can do. You know, all the square can be in one color and the other around, you know, another color. But because this is a fun summer hat, so I'm just mix many colors because the yarn, they can let you play with too many different colors. So I'm to try and go that way for you. If you just new, or I mean you, it's your first time, you know, created something in crochet. And let me take this out, go to the next, and oops. Okay, so and the last one, I'm going to put these two together. You can see these two and another two. I'm going to bring it all and finish this way. Oops, there we go. Cut it. There we go. Okay, and look, you can see many different colors. It's so nice, you know. You can do it in your own way. You can do whatever you, the way you can put it, the squares together, you can. But you can see all the colors, you know, and they're gonna be matched really, really amazing. Let me tell you, this one that is a fuchsia pink, but in camera is look more like a soft pink. But put the other squares together, you know, and mine already did some in here already, you can see. So now I'm going to put this right here, and when I'm done, finish. Okay, and this one's too like this. And when you're done, we are going to tell you what is the next step. So put all your squares together the way I did in this one. Put the next one. Now in here I choose the fuchsia pink, and you can see there's the fuchsia, here's the fuchsia, and all this is fuchsia. So I'm going to just still continue use this color and put it together, and I'll be back. Okay, so before we go to the next step, okay, this is what we're going to do. We are going to do a single crochet all around the part in the top, the when we are going to put you know, for when we're going to start the hat. Okay, this is part of the circle, you know, and so this is gonna be so really simple. You can start anywhere, you know, it no matter. So I'm gonna start right here. Now in here you can use any colors you like the yarn, like I wish I've been showing you. You know, you can use yellow, or you know, the other colors I show you, but I'm going to use the same, this yarn right here, that they have different colors. So we are going to do a, you know, skew stitch right here, and we're gonna chain one. Okay, and now this one you can hide it when you crochet, but you don't have to. You can do now if you don't like to do in this way, but you like to more, you're gonna feel more safe if you tie your, when you start it, you can do it that way, you know, like this way, and you can do one more time, and this is what did you like to do, you know, you feel much better. So let's do this way. I do the other way too, but this is another really simple. Okay, chain one. Okay, and like you see my yarn coming this way, so when I'm working, I'm going to keep going and hide this yarn. So we're going to do one single and all around. Okay, and I really like to use the same yarn, the different colors, because you see we already have two more different, a lot of different colors, so that's gonna be really nice. So when I'm still working with the yarn, you know, crocheting, and I'm gonna be hide this yarn right here. So go to the next, go to the single. Okay, going to the next, doing one single right here. Okay, right here you're going to do a one single, two. Okay, and going to the next right here, you're going to do another single. Okay, you are not going to work in the top, that is right here, this one right here. Okay, and going to the next, all around. So this is the next step before we are going to work in the circle part they had. Okay, so just remember, okay, between the two squares, the connection, the two squares, you don't have to work and in the top of that. Let me show you again. I'll be coming in that area right there. Okay, let me see, telling you my yarn. Okay, right here, let's go to the next right here. Okay, a single, and you can see this part right here, but we are not going to crochet, and there we're not going to do a single. Going to the next, and the next we are going to do a single. So now you see I have this extra yarn I'm going to put in the front, and when I'm crochet I'm going to be hide the yarn and go to the next. Okay, you're going to do a single. There we go, right there, like that. Okay, I really love this yarn, the way this go change the colors when you crochet with this yarn. It's so totally really nice. So keep going. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end, the when I start right here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm at the end, so I'm going to finish with the slip stitch right here, and we are going to cut the yarn. Okay, and that's it. So you can see this part is more kind of more turn like a more small than this part right here. You see that? So because we are not working in this part right here, it's like a we degrees in this part what we did, because the only things we're not working in this, because we're going to the next, you know, and see right here I'm not crocheting this part right here, I go to the next. So now um, we are going to work in the circle. Okay, and yes. Okay, so I'm at the end, and I'm going to finish with a slip stitch right here. Okay, chain one. Okay, and now we are going to do one single in each. Okay, so keep going, and I'll meet you at the end. So one single in here, and I'll be back. Okay, so I did. So remember in this round, this one right here, this one we did two singles, one single, two singles, and to the next round we're gonna do one single in the top the the, that we did this round right here. Okay, so now I put my stitch marker in here so that way I know what I can stop. So chain one, okay, and we are going to do one single, two single, and to the next we're going to do two singles together and the same. So one single, two single, and to the next two singles together. So it's kind of like one, two, three, and the four going at the same. Okay, to the next one, two, three, and to the next four, and then to the next and the same. So keep going. So one single, and to the next, and the third you're going to do two single and the same. So one, two, three, and four going in the next. Okay, and when you're done, finish with the slip stitch. This part right here. Okay, and you're going to work in the top one single crochet and the top this round right here. So keep going and finish, and one single in the top to the next, and I'll be back. Okay, so I move my stitch marker right here. That's where I stop, and I'm going to go to the next. So we end the run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the run number 8. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, and the same right here. We are going to do one single crochet. Okay, to the next one single crochet, two single crochet, and three single crochet, because in here we did 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so it's one, so it's, sorry, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in the 4 we're going to do the same 5. Okay, one single, another single, to the next, three single to the next, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the next we're going to do this one single and the same. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and to the next, and sorry, and the same, the number 5 single right here, and keep going. See, this is stitch making too much noise. One single, two single, 3, and 4 single. Okay, and the same, the number 4 that we did this one, we're gonna put the next. Okay, keep going and finish right here with the slip stitch, and do one single and the top of this one. Okay, so the same thing we've been doing. So right here, do one, do, let's see, yeah, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going together. So into the next one, you finish this part right here, you're going to do one single and the next. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end. And when you finish the last, this is the next round, which is with the single crochet. Okay, so I finished here with my slip stitch right here, and I chain one, and I'm going to the next. I'm going to do in the same, oops, let me show you, and the same right here. When with this slip stitch, we are going to do in a single crochet. Okay, and to the next we are going to do one single, to the next another single, two singles, three singles, four, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, Now 5 and the next single are going to be in the same on 6. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next and the same, the number 6 single going together. Keep going, do the same thing, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, when you finish this part right here, you're going to do one single and each in the top around again one more time. Okay, and move your stitch marker so that way you know what you stop. And you know how pretty is, look this, right? The yarn, and when you crochet this, really nice. And this is what they look in the back. So keep going. Remember, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the same 5 you're going to do one more, and they're going to be count the number 6 single, and the same thing. Keep going. Finish with the slip stitch, and do around one, and each one single in the top, one single crochet. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay, so right here I'm at the end of this row, the last one. I'm going to finish with the slip stitch. Okay, now in here, let me cut the yarn. Okay, there we go. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we had 10. So now, because we already finished the part right here, so we know this one right here. Put this one over there. So we know this is the part this is the part in the top, and this is the part down. Okay, so this one, this right here, we are going to put it in here. Okay, just like that. And we can sew it, or we can do what the same with the hook is. It's up to you. What did you like to do? Okay, so let me. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so you can start in any area that you like to start. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to introduce these two right here. This is really important. This is the way I do, and I can feel safe when not finished, because I will be finished with the slip stitch. And so I'm going to get these two to this size, and these two in this size. Okay, and this is the way I'm going to do. I'm going to be tied, okay, my work 2 times. This Now this is totally up to you. What did you like to do in your way, working in your way you always work? Okay, so I'm going to put my hook back again. Okay, and I'm going to bring the yarn back to here, and I'm going to be chain 1. Okay, now I'm going the same way we did in the squares. Okay, that's the same way we are going to work in here. So let me try and see. So we are not going to work like in both together. Okay, we are going to work in the back. Okay, because let me show you. Okay, so we had 2, okay, right here. Okay, so we are going to work only this part right here in the back, in the middle, like an inside, and the other side I'm not gonna get both. I'm gonna get only this part right here. Okay, let's see, something like that. Okay, so that is the way we are going to try to find. And where's the other one? telling you, sometimes it's hard, especially when you record it. Okay, bring it. Okay, and bring it back right here. It's gonna be kind of like a slip stitch. Okay, that's the way we are kind of going to work. Going to the next, and go to the next, and the part, the circle. Okay, bring in the yarn and back in here, and go to the next. What you can do, and this gonna be more easy for you. Okay, just put like this way, and I think that's the better way, and go to the next, you know, and put it through. So let me repeat one more time. So try it, don't skip. Okay, so that way you're not like, oh, I don't have this, or I miss a stitch. They gonna be totally fine because that's gonna be close together. Okay, and back in here again. Hopefully y'all can see it. Okay, and I decided to work with the same color the yarn. I mean the same yarn I'm gonna use for the squares and the circle, because these yarn change colors. So I think that's gonna be really nice working with the same yarn. And so this is what we want. You can see it. Um, you know, it is gonna be really flat. So keep going. Like I said, just take your time. Don't rush yourself, and that is the way I've been doing. And I try and go this slow with you. Okay, go back in here, get these two. Remember, it's only this part right here on that side, and only this part right here. Okay, just like that. Just these two. Get this. These two right here only. That's the only one you are going to do. You're not going to get these four. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Only this and this, and doing like a slip stitch. Okay, so let me bring it back and keep going, and I'll meet you at the end when I started, and I'll be back. Okay, so let me show you something, and this can happen, okay, to you, and this happened to me, and there's nothing wrong if they happen to you. The only you what to do, because you can count right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and right here in the top, the circle, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have an extra stitch. You can have more. The only you can do, okay, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to the next right here. This is one, the next, okay, and I am not going to put it right here. I'm going to the next. I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to the next one right here. Okay, is totally fine, because the yarn and coming through this way, it will be close your work, and no matter what. Okay, so this is what I like, the slip stitch this way. So going to the next. Okay, and and do it. Now you can count and see how many you have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do it again. Okay, we're going to here. So we're supposed to be go into the next right here, but I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, just like that. Okay, so when I finish my work, okay, it will be a really nice finish. Okay, and you can see I'm going to the next. I will just will show you, you know, this is can happen to you and this is happened to me, but that's okay because this is the size for me. So you know, you can have some extra stitch, you know, the better that you can have an extra and then you need some more, you know. Okay, so now I'm finishing here the last one, and I'm going to go to here in the top. Remember that what we did the single, and I'm going to go to the top and finish. Okay, and let me get there. Okay, and finish. So now you can hide your needle and you can you know, hide your, this is the way the look they had right here in the top, and I really really love it, you know, the circle in here and how the look, let me show you this way, and how the look this way is really amazing yarn. So now the next, okay, when you we're going to work in here, this part right here, okay, the same way. Remember we did this part right here when we you know, because we're not working between this part right here, this is what we're gonna do the same way. Okay, okay, so we are going to put my yarn, and no matter what area, you know, and this is the way I do sometimes right here, you know, but you can, we're going to do the same what we've been doing, you know. We are going to tie our yarn, this is nothing wrong, but you know what, I'm going to, I'm not going to work with this one, um, I'm going to work with all the color, and let me put yellow. Let's go put yellow this time, and we are going to do a single, okay, all around this right here, okay, a single all around, and just remember between the two, um, between the each granny square, okay, you're not going to work in the middle, you're going to the next, okay, that's what we want to do. Okay, I'm just trying to work in this way, y'all, so you can see. Okay, and right here we are not going to work, we are going to the next. Okay, and we're going to try to work, hide this yarn. Okay, I'm going to the next one, and going to the next. Okay, so keep going, and I'll meet you at the end. Remember, you're not going to work in this one right here, you're going to work in here. Let me show you. So you're gonna work, you in here, you in here, this part right here, so you're going to skip this right here and you're going to work to the next one. Okay, okay, I'm at the end of this one right here, and I'm going to doing another single right here, and going here. I'm not going to do nothing in here, but I'm going to the next, and I'm going to go another single. Okay, and almost at the end of this row. So after we finish this one, we are going to do increase. Okay, so at the end. Okay, so right here, I'm not going to crochet in this one right here. Okay, because if I do, it's gonna be an extra stitch, and I don't want that. Okay, I'm going to go in here, this one right here. I'm not gonna work in the middle. I'm gonna be work in this one right here. Okay, and go to the next, and almost at the end. Okay, I'm not gonna do nothing in here because this one is count one. So I'm going to do a slip stitch and chain one. Now in here, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna we'll chain one. We're gonna do one single crochet, two single crochet, going to the next, another single crochet, going to the next, another single crochet. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the same we're going to do one more. Okay, so one kind of like this, 2, 3, 4 single, and to the into the same we're going to do another one. Okay, and one single. Okay, 2 single, 3 single crochet, and 4 single crochet, and to the same thing we in the same single crochet we did, we're going to do another one. Okay, so keep going and I'm at the end. Okay, so I'm at the end right here. Okay, so I'm going to finish with the slip stitch, and now in here you can change the colors if you don't like to continue with the yellow. And the one I'm going to do is I'm going to use the this color right here, this one. Okay, so I can cut the yarn. Okay, so let me go back again in here. Okay, so let me put my hook in here, get this yarn, bring it through right here, and this one right here, and okay, so let me put this right here, and this one's too. Okay, if you want to do it in this way. Okay, so and here let me chain one. Okay, and we are going to do a single crochet all around this round right here. Okay, all single around, and I'll meet you at the end. So this is so simple and easy. Just go keep going, one single in each, and I'll be back right here. Okay, so I'm at the end. I'm going to finish with the slip stitch. I'm going to chain one. Okay, and I'm going to do, this is what we're going to do. Okay, with the chain one, and we're going to then in the same right here we're going to do one single. Okay, go to the next, one single, go to the next, another single. Okay, so total we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, and in the third, okay, we're going to do one single in the same thing. So we're going to count 1, 2, okay, 3, and this, and the 4 single, and the 3 we did right here, we're going to do one more time and the same. Okay, so count 1, 2, 3, okay, and the same, one more single, 4. Keep going, and I'll meet you at the end. Now what you can do in here, okay, when you finish with the slip stitch, this part right here that we start, you can change the colors, or you can continue with the same colors. I'm going to change the color, and when I change the color, you're going to see when I finish this round right here. Let me put right here. When you finish this one right here, okay, with the one single two, into the next another single, into the next another single. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, and the third you're going to one more time you're going to do one single. Okay, so when you finish and you finish with the slip stitch, you can change the colors. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work all around a single crochet. Keep going, one more time, but just only going to do in the top of this round right here, you're going to do only one single. Okay, and I'll be back. You're going to see when I change the colors and I finish my single crochet in the top with the different colors. Okay, so I'm at the end right here. Okay, so I'm going to do a slip stitch now, and here let me check one, because I'm going to continue work with the same color one more time. Okay, so you see I did, let me go this way, because they square they have yellow, so you look like a 3 rounds the yellow. So right here I did 2 in yellow, okay, 2 in green. I'm gonna do 2 in purple. You can choose 2 more in the pink, 2 more in blue, and the last one you can do, or whatever, how you look, this way, or I'm gonna be changing the colors every 2 rounds. Okay, every 2 rounds. So right now I'm going to do the purple. After the purple I'm going to do 2 in this one. Okay, and 2 in this one. So right now we have 2, 4, and there's gonna be 6. So 4 more rounds, and I'll meet you at the end in the round number 10. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the 6. So I'm going to do 2 in these colors and 2 in these colors, and see how big it is. If I had to do one more time with the pink, or maybe I change the colors one more time with all the different colors. So right here, right now, we are just going to do a single. Okay, or around. You can finish with the same colors if you want to, but I'm going to change the colors every 2 rounds. Okay, so I will be finished this one, and I can choose maybe this one right here, or the fuchsia pink. Okay, so keep going, and I'll meet you at the end, the round number 10. Just go around, finish with the slip stitch, change the color or continue, and we are going to meet at the end of round number 10. Okay.